sentiments. He told them to vote for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He says in the interest of equity, fairness and justice that it is time for power to shift to the south after President Muhammadu Buhari's 2-term in office as president. He says that President Muhammadu Buhari also understands fairness and justice, and he will stick to that principle and support the candidacy of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. He also asked the people here and also all registered voters in the north to line up behind Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and ensure he emerges victorious at the polls.
APC! APC! Nigeria! Nigeria! APC! Nigeria! Nigeria! Your Excellency, Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, by the grace of God, GCFR, today I call you the Grand Commander of the campaign, the Grand Commander of the campaign for Asiwaju Kashim. The President of the Senate and the Chairman National Assembly, our Chairman of the party, our presidential candidate, the great Jagaban, the city boy of Lagos, today the city boy of Jos. My brothers governors that are here, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me not forget my wife. Your Excellency, Mr. President, you chose 15 this day. I am sure you didn't know that today is the birthday of my dear wife. So my wife, happy birthday. Today is very significant that we are holding the flag off in Plateau State. Mr. President, I told you that it was in Jos here that you first became the head of state of Nigeria. You became the head of state of Nigeria. It was in Jos Plateau State that will produce Chief MKO Abiola. Chief MKO Abiola was from the southwest, and his vice presidential candidate was from the northeast, specifically from Borno, and particularly a Kanuri man. So it means we are repeating something today. After MKO Abiola, it was in Jos. We produced Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. So it's not a coincidence that we are coming back to Jos. It's not a coincidence that we are coming back around this time when the weather is very friendly. It is here, Mr. President, under you as the Grand Commander of the campaign, supported by garrison commanders. Your garrison commanders are the governors. We have 22 governors, 22 solid governors. In states where we don't have governors, we have candidates, solid candidate, above all, with a powerful national working committee supporting the garrison commanders. For that, it is a done deal. Jagaban, prepare. We are in a hurry to see you in the government house, in the villa. Mr. President, you are going to produce another successor. And I said that successor will finish 8 years and produce another successor. On behalf of the campaign council, I want to assure you, our presidential candidate and his vice presidential candidate, not only you, we assure you that we are going to have more than 2/3 of the senators of Nigeria, more than 2/3 of the House of Representatives, and in all the states, our legislators. Our own is to bless you with this weather and to assure you that we are all the campaign council are strongly behind you, campaign. We will do our best. I don't need to read my speech because I'm supported by the National Working Committee and because the party is supreme. The party is supreme. I didn't see our chairman raising his hand. The party, thank you, the party is supreme. So it is now my honor to invite the man who is now the chairman of the party, a veteran. I will call him a platoon son. Your Excellency, the chairman of the supremacy of the party, distinguished Senator Abdullahi Adamu, to come and deliver his speech. Let us sing for him as he comes up. DJ, what are you doing? What are you doing, DJ? DJ, what are you doing?
Jagaban, everybody vote for Jagaban. You see what we want? Everybody vote for Jagaban. Jagaban, everybody vote for Jagaban. You see what we want? Everybody vote for Jagaban. Come 2023, Jagaban for the office, share you be. Jagaban from a TVC, I be. Jagaban for the office, share you be. And he goes, Tunubu Nadiwe, Jagaban Olese, if you don't know, Tunubu Nadiwe, set him on his way, let me love Jagaban. Everybody vote for Jagaban. You see what we want? Everybody vote for Jagaban.
Chairman, they want to see our dance step. They want to see our dance step.
Everybody vote for Jagaban. You see what we want? Everybody vote for Jagaban. Jagaban.
Sakan kiɗa in kai sako. Idan ka jiyo ne.
APC! APC! My brothers and sisters, members of this great party from Plateau State playing host today, I say APC. I know Hiram. I know Hiram well. Are you with us? Plateau is home of peace. Is it not? Plateau is home of peace and tourism. Is it not? Plateau is hosting Nigeria today. Because APC is Nigeria today. APC is democracy in Nigeria today. So please, lend us your ears. Give peace a chance. Give democracy a chance. Your Excellency, the father of this great country, the leader of this great party, APC, in the person of Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Bank of Nigeria. Your Excellency, my dear brother, former Governor of Lagos State, former Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and today the President in waiting of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the person of Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Your Excellency, my son, the Vice Presidential candidate, Kashim Shettima, former Governor of Borno State and former or current second-term Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Senate President and Chairman of the National Assembly, distinguished Senator Ahmed Lawan. Your Excellency, the Chairman of the Progressive Governors of Nigeria, the person of Alhaji Bagudu Abubakar. Very able, performing governors of our federating units in the platform of APC. The members of the National Assembly, members of the National Executive Committee of the party, my colleagues, members of the National Working Committee, state chairmen and the executive committees here present, very dear and esteemed party members here gathered for this flagging of the rally in Jos. Because of the importance of this rally, because of the uniqueness of the flagging of our campaign, which will determine the direction of politics in this great country, I have chosen to script down my thoughts as a person who has been privileged for some 6-7 months now to lead the affairs of this great party. So forgive me, I have a script from which I'm going to read. I am delighted to welcome you all, the leaders as well as the members of our great party APC, to this double ceremony in the cool, salubrious climate of Jos, Plateau State. I am honored to humbly welcome the leader of our great party, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, in our midst. Your presence, Your Excellency, is evident, if any evidence is needed, of your full support for all the processes that lead to the conduct of a free, fair, and credible election next year. This will be the icing on the cake of this long political career. It is with the same honor and humility that I warmly welcome the presidential candidate of our great party, the one and only Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Jagaban Borgu as he then was, and now Jagaban Nigeria, and his running mate, Senator Kashim Shettima. I convey to this august gathering the felicitations of the members of the National Executive Committee of our great party, the members of the National Working Committee, and other prominent members of our party. We chose Jos deliberately for this ceremony, the most important undertaking by our party since the conduct of the successful presidential primaries in June, for a very good reason. Provocative speeches and uncouth actions unbecoming of men who seek to lead our country are heating up the politics. We need cool heads, and so we escaped here to Jos to cool our heads in the cool climate and watch others lose their heads in the heat of the hot air generated by them. Generated by who? Generated by who? By them. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we formally face the presidential candidate of our party with a party endorsement by presenting him with a party flag. By this, we formally and indisputably becomes our flag bearer in the 2023 presidential election. We congratulate him and his running mate, the self-effacing Senator Kashim Shettima. The party flag is a symbol of the party authority. It is also the banner that unites its leaders and members in the common cause of electoral victory and good governance in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Today, we also formally flag off the 2023 presidential campaign and by extension, the campaigns for all the elective offices up for contest next year, 2023. The commander of the ground forces for our political campaign is His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, Right Honorable Simon Bako Lalong. On his strong shoulders now rests the direction of our party campaigns. He is a relatively young man, but he comes to this important party assignment purified in the crucibles of party politicking and election victories. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as young men, we were told that there were many ways to kill a rat. But as a politician now, I have been constantly reminded that there's only one way to win an election, be it a presidential election, a governorship election, or the election of a village council. Rat killers are luckier than politicians. In politics, it is work, very hard work. We must guard our loins now, put our shoulders to the plow, and join forces with one another in our quest for victory at the forthcoming polls. The irony of our party politics is that while it is the duty of each political party to put up candidates for elective offices, it is the parties that contest and win elections. Winning or losing, for that matter, is thus a collective undertaking by the political parties. If they win, their candidates win. And conversely, If they lose, their candidates too will lose. And I do hope and pray, and I'm working for them to lose. Our system has no room for Lone Rangers. No one, no matter his reach, and no matter his physical strength or mental capacity, can win an election alone. He must do so as a strong member of the collective called a political party. As I said earlier, our party flag is our banner. We have a duty not to do anything that will stain this clean banner around which we gather as a political party. We stain it when we show less than total commitment to its unity and share in the philosophy of its common cause. We stain it when we forget that as candidates for elective offices, we are the servants of our great party, being sent forth to whatever elective office we are contesting, or to be good ambassadors and faithful servants of our party. We stain it when we yield to the temptation to tackle things for granted, to take things for granted, believing that given the size of our party, its victory is already in the bag. We stain it when we do things that denigrate free, fair, and credible elections, and thus impugn the integrity of our party and democracy. Our party, a newcomer as it was then, dislodged PDP from Aso Rock after 16 years and 3 presidents. It points to the inevitable fact that incumbency has its place, but the right of a party to remain in office is not cast in stone. Incumbency confers no permanent advantage. It will not save us if we fail to work hard and do those things we ought to do to win the hearts and support the Nigerian electorate. I emphasize hard work. I underline unity of purpose. I double underscore the need for us to pull together in the same direction. Together, we are strong and impregnable. Divided, we are weak and vulnerable. Our party under Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, has given a good account of itself. The President will give a brief account of his stewardship to this August Assembly. Without anticipating the President, let me say the obvious, and that is that the achievement of President Muhammadu Buhari have surpassed those of his predecessors in office. No government in this country has done more in terms of infrastructure development than this administration under Muhammadu Buhari has done. We challenge anybody to come with records of his physical achievement that surpasses those of President Muhammadu Buhari. In his 7 years in office, the administration has transformed our roads, airports, seaports, railways, water supply in major cities, and achieved new heights in agriculture and microeconomic growth. We are proud of these achievements. Distinguished leaders and members of our great party, I ask you all, please, to respectfully stand up and applaud President Muhammadu Buhari for a job well done. Please get standing. All of us should be standing. So all stand up. And we say thank you, thank you, thank you, our Father. And as Nigerian students will say, we give you 3 bosas. Bosa! 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 Let me add that if the yardstick for re-election is performance, our party has performed creditably well. It promised change, it delivered change. In a perfect political world, this should be clear the way for us to continue in office as a ruling party. But given the nature of politics, we rest on our oars at our own risk. I remember a clergy who liked to caution his congregation. He used to say, "It is not over until it is
over. It is not over until it is over. Let us, whilst it will not be over until the trophy of victory is in our bags. Let me use this opportunity to call on all members of our party, friends and foes alike, that as a party in government, we must stand strong on the credentials of the performance of this administration. I serve notice here and now that we in the APC are in the race to win at all levels. We are in the race to win at all levels. Join me. We are in the race to win. Say it loud. We are in the race to win. Our political opponents have the constitutional right to run against us and even make fertile attempts to rubbish our achievements. But unfortunately for them, Nigerians now know that if he no be coke, he no be coke. If he no be coke, he no be coke. If he no be coke, he no be coke. If he no be
Everybody vote for Jagaban.
I'm sure they will not allow those who once ran this country to the brink
Jagaban.
back in.
Everybody vote for Jagaban.
They entrust the fate of this country to untried and untested hands. Men who have not demonstrated their capacity to manage human and material resources for the benefit of the people of this great country. We urge the electorate not to be swayed by sweet rhetoric. When the time comes, we expect them to deliver their impartial but informal judgment with their ballot papers. As the national chairman of the party, I, together with my colleagues, members of the National Executive Committee, and members of the National Working Committee, and our state governors, who are chief executives of the 36 federating units of the FCT, promise you hard work and sweat. I urge you to fully support us in the great task ahead. I'm only the leader of Team APC in the task of leading it to victory. I count on your unflinching loyalty and commitment to our common cause to win.
Everybody vote for Jagaban.
Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish now to state shortly, in due course, we will be requesting you to lead us in presenting the flag to our candidate, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. The hallmark of politics has been about good governance as well as effective and focused leadership. As governor of Lagos State, he succeeded in transforming the state into an oasis in the suffocating desert of Kwara. He is a transformative leader. He transformed Lagos State thanks to his leadership and efficient management of human, financial, and material resources. Lagos State is now rated as the 4th largest economy in Africa. It was not magic. It was not by accident. It was hard work coupled with good leadership. You can see why he is the man our country needs now. Asiwaju is a man of the people, all of the people, and in all parts of the country. He is a man who never gives in to tribal or religious sentiments because he knows that they retard rather than grow our national unity and democracy. Mr. President, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a great thinker, a first-class mobilizer of men and material resources, a transformative leader, and a model politician, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, the presidential candidate.